Formation of ionic solids. In the last lecture, we see the crystalline and amorphous solid as well as the characteristics of the crystalline solid. See, formation of ionic solids. Ionic solids are formed by a process in which the gaseous ions that are far apart at the higher temperature are condensed upon the cooling into an orderly three-dimensional array in an ionic crystalline solid. Thus, ionic solids are the substances that are formed at the lower temperature by the condensation of ion pair molecules in the gaseous state. Positive and negative ions are brought together to form a crystal, and the energy required for this is known as crystal or lattice energy. Crystal lattice. The crystalline solid has a definite and regular arrangement of the atoms, ions, or molecules in three-dimensional space. The definite and ordered arrangement of the constituents extends over a large distance in the crystal. This is called as a crystal lattice. The position of atoms, ions, or molecules in a crystal relative to one another in space are usually designated by the points. Such a representation is also called as space lattice. The crystal possesses crystal lattice. The idea of the lattice is developed from the internal regularity of the crystal structure. A lattice may be defined as an infinite set of points repeatedly, irregularly through space. A set of the points is repeated at a regular interval along a line is one-dimensional lattice. Thus, a line is a lattice for the one-dimensional pattern as shown in figure. When each set of points are repeated regularly on a plane, that is, along any two coordinate axis, then it is called a two-dimensional lattice as shown in figure B. The points in a two-dimensional lattice can be extended in three-dimensional, that is, the points can be arranged in a regular repeated manner along the three coordinate axes. This gives rise to a three-dimensional lattice. See in the figure, which will be shows the unit cell. When these points are replaced by the atoms, ions, or molecules with crystal lattice with any crystal lattice is obtained. See in this figure, that is A one-dimensional lattice, second B is the two-dimensional lattice, and C is the unit cell, and this D is a three-dimensional lattice, that is crystal lattice. So here one-dimensional, two-dimensional, and two-dimensional unit cell, and from that we get the three-dimensional lattice cell. This figure clearly shows the formation of such crystal lattice. Unit cell. When similar points are connected by a set of parallel lines as shown in figure, then a symmetrical unit is obtained. These points may be connected by a set of parallel lines along the three coordinate axes to give space lattice. The space lattice can be divided into a large number of small symmetrical units. These basic units of in the space lattice are known as other unit cells. Thus, a unit cell is the smallest building unit of a crystal, or unit cell is the smallest replacing unit in space lattice, which when repeated over and over again results in the crystal of the given substance. The crystal may be considered to consist of infinite number of unit cells. Thus, unit cell is an essential feature of the crystal. The unit cell may be shown as in the figure. See these different types of the unit cells formed by connecting points by a set of parallel lines along the two coordinate axes. The unit cell A, B and C of the figure, which contains only a single point, that is one lattice point, is associated with each cell. This is A, B and C cells are said to define a primitive cell. The cell D also contains the point at the center, which is called a body-centered unit cell. Types of unit cells are here seen. First, that is the A, simple cubic unit cell. B, a body-centered cubic unit cell. And C, a face-centered cubic unit cell. The simplest way of representing the internal structure of crystal and solid is in the term of the unit cell. The unit cell is the smallest portion of the crystal which contains all the essential features without repetition. That is, a unit cell is the smallest complete representation of the crystal. The crystal is made up of infinite number of unit cells. There are many three types of unit cells, mainly three types of unit cells based on the cube. These are a simple cube in which the atoms are placed one at each corner, see in the figure A. Second, a body-centered cubic in which there is an atom at each corner and another at the center of the cube. And third, a face-centered cube in which there is an atom at each corner and one in the center of each face of the cube, as shown in the figure. We see the unit cell in hexagonal close packing is not as simple as the here we described three above cells, and this will be shown in the figure. The unit cell in a three-dimensional lattice is characterized by the lengths A, B, and C, and the angles alpha, beta, and gamma between the pairs of edges B and C, and C and A, and B respectively, as shown in figure. These unit cell parameters define the axial directions in a crystal lattice. See here hexagonal close pack unit cell, and second a unit cell in three-dimensional lattice. Thus we have the edges as well as their angles, that is alpha, beta, and gamma